Have you ever wondered why, after weeks and weeks of practicing on the same piece, you keep making the same mistakes, you start feeling stuck, and maybe you even wonder, what am I doing wrong? Now, in this video, I'm going to show you a shift that you can make and that I hope is going to change your practice forever. Picture this scenario. So, you're in your practice room, you have your guitar or your instrument, you have the music, you start playing the piece from start to finish, maybe you spot a tricky passage, and then you isolate it and you play it over and over again until you get it right. And you repeat this same process every day for a month, and after a month you realize that you keep making the same mistakes, you start feeling frustrated, you maybe have some self-doubt, so you're wondering, what am I doing wrong here? Does it sound familiar? And it doesn't stop there, it can actually get worse. For example, you start wondering, am I really good at this? Maybe you even watch other people on YouTube playing the same piece and they sound way better, so you start comparing yourself, you lose confidence in your playing, there's a lot of frustration and you don't know really how to move forward. So what are we going to do with all these emotions? How are we going to move forward? Now, this is where most people usually get stuck, and I think it's very important to understand the difference between playing and practicing. And this is when people get confused. They think they're practicing, but they're actually playing. Now, what is playing and what is practicing? Playing is all about connection. It's about expressing and connecting with the music, with your instrument, and ultimately with yourself. Whereas playing is more about fixing a problem, maybe learning something new, refining a passage, and it's very much intentional. There is a goal, so it's not just repeating. You actually have something that you want to fix or that you want to sort, and you're gonna measure it at the end whether you've done it or not, and after you have a plan to move forward. You can think of it like this. Imagine practicing is the roadmap and playing is the destination. You want to have both. You cannot just wander around and hope eventually to reach your destination. Sometimes it does happen, but it's not something that you can repeat long term. You need to have a strategy. So the question is, how do we make improvement? What is progress? It's very simple. So first of all, when you're in your practice room, it's very important that you ask yourself, what mode am I in? What do I want to do? Some days you'll want to play, and some days you'll want to practice, and that's totally fine. On the days that you want to play, focus on connecting with the music, on connecting with your instrument, on the sense of touch, on the sound, and connecting with yourself. Whereas when you want to practice, really ask yourself, what's that one thing that I want to improve today? It may be one bar, one passage, anything. It needs to be small and needs to be kind of a 1% type of thing. You may wonder, 1% is not enough progress. I should be able to do more progress. Stick with 1%. 1% every day in a year is a lot. It's more than 100%. So start with this and your practice will never be the same again. When it comes to practicing, the old saying of there is no failure, only feedback applies as well. As an example from history, we need to think of Thomas Edison. Now, this guy had to fail at least 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Now, if he stopped at the first, second, or third trial, you wouldn't have lights, and things would be much different now. But instead, he treated each failure or each attempt as a form of feedback to learn and to inform him about what to do in the next trial. So in your practice, whenever you make a mistake, rather than having like your own harsh teacher that is rolling your eyes and they say, you shouldn't play like that, why are you making the mistake, kind of criticizing and judging you, you can imagine you actually have Thomas Edison next to you, and with a smiley face, it's gonna ask you, okay, what can we learn from this? How can we move forward? So it's never about criticizing the mistake, it's actually trying to understand and learn what you can do better next time. So there is no failure, only feedback. So here are the takeaways for this video. First of all, stop confusing practicing with playing. They're two different things. Then decide in which mode you're in when you're in your practice room, and if it is practice, strive for a 1% improvement. When you will start working like this, your confidence will grow, your progress will accelerate, and you will enjoy making music again. Now, my name is Jacopo Lazzaretti, and if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe to receive more videos like this on either mindsets, habits, performances, and whatnot. And on this very topic that I've talked about it today, I have a newsletter coming out on Sunday on my Substack, so you can check it out. And until next time, so see you soon.